Yo, what up, dog? Yo, what's up, baby? What's up? What's up? Great day, woo! What up, baby? How you doing? Oh, you know what? Do you know what? Let me address the people. Yo, shouts out to everybody locked in. What is up? We're here. We are here. Despite the best efforts of T with a capital H-E-Y. Despite their best efforts, we are here. 250 days straight. Yeah, I said it. Straight. In a row. Consecutive. Consecutive, consensual. Classic. Classic, baby. Classic activities. Yo, and they tried to stop me, baby. They can't stop me. They cannot stop us, baby. Shouts out to everybody locked in. Shouts out to everybody locked in across space and time. Shouts out to everyone listening on the podcast. Shouts out to everyone listening on the replay. And a big shouts out to everyone locked in live. Yeah! MVPs. I was not on time. Despite my best efforts, I was feverishly working away here. You know, we've had a pretty good run of it recently. The equipment, you remember in the early days, there were always technicalities. And you know, you build, you work it out, and you know, slowly but surely you conquer those demons, you know. Well, today, because it was 250 streams, one of my screens decided to pack in, and my laptop started to mess up, and this poor beast has been working so hard, you know, so hard, every day, and it's just getting tired, baby, you know, it's getting tired. And I spent 40 minutes before going live desperately trying to make things work. And I got some of it working and some of it is not working, so hopefully that won't, filter across into the experience. The important thing is, indeed, Miller Time 981. We are here. We are here. We are H-E-A-R. And we're H-E-R-E. And we are N-H-A-Y. Or something like that. Guess who else is here? YouTube hero Alex. 250 days of YouTube hero Alex regulating the chat like a G. Make some noise! Whoa. What up, Hybrid Nation? What up? Says infinite love, brother. Yo, infinite love to you. What up, D-Man? Appreciate D-Man going in with that 250 super chat. Says ignore the decimal point. I will not ignore that decimal point. I will celebrate that decimal point. By Jove. Ow! Ow, that hurt. Just as I said that. Yo, let me get my chat on screen. Just as I say that. Ow. I got smashed in the face. Smashed in the absolute face. Joe. It hurts. It hurts. Gather my composure. Are you ready? Bloody hell, Martin Passos 21. Smashed in the face with that 250 Australian dollar. God bless you. Says on behalf of the entire MEANINGWAVE community, thank you for your sustained excellence and effort. Akira the Don, he's got 250 clout. Clout levels on 250. Yo, thank you, brother. God bless you. On behalf of the whole Don dynasty, and the whole Meaning Wave nation. We thank you. I couldn't be doing this 250 days without people like you supporting this thing. No, could not do it. We'd have to be out there hunting elephants or something.
Akira.
Yeah. Fighting tigers. I don't know. You have no idea.
He's got his own.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's okay. What up, yo?
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You gotta say, man, you cuss all the fucking time. Well, I hate to say it, the best way for me to get how I feel across, I can't sit here and say, you know what, yeah, I went through the whole weekend, man, it was really hard. No, that motherfucker takes your damn soul, rips it inside out, and then they say, now we're going to fucking start.
Now.
It allows me to express where I was at a point of my life. If I don't give you all of me, why the hell am I here?
That's a good
How will
question.
you learn from me? People take so much offense to me. You will never learn from people if we always tap dance around the truth. We tap dance around the truth by finding the right words so I don't hurt you because you have thin skin. No. Tighten up, people. It's okay. Trust me. It's okay. You might be called one day. It's okay. Trust me. It's okay.
What up, yo?
It's okay. Trust me. It's okay. You might be called one day. It's okay. It's okay. You might be called nigger.
You might.
You might be called some Jewish word or some faggot or gay word. It's okay.
Simp.
Let them call you that.
Let him call you a simp. Yeah.
What are you going to do now? They don't own your life. How are you going to control that now? How are you going to flip it upside down and say, Roger, now I'm going to harness this shit and you're...
Yo, roger that, Alec Moran.
How? That's the question. How are you going to do that? Look in your skin.
Yeah.
Human being. Don't be afraid of the reflection in the mirror. Because that's all you can be afraid of. Once you overcome the reflection in the mirror, you've done it. It's okay.
Hey. It's okay.
You might be called one day. It's
okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
You might be called
Yeah,
one
it
day.
is.
It's okay. Trust me. It's okay. It's okay.
Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Are you ready? Yeah, there you go. That's David Goggins and Akira the Dawn. Okay, are you ready? It's okay. That song is called It's Okay. It's a great song. You know what I mean? If you're ever feeling sad and blue, think about David Goggins saying, it's okay. You might get called a simp one day. You know, it's okay. Got to shout out the crew. Oh my goodness, shouts out to the crew. Get me all emotional. 250 streams, 250 days. No, streams, so many more than that. 250 days. 250 days. God bless you, Martin Potter. God bless you, Alec Moran, who says, might as well get this out of the way now. God bless ATD and MAZ. Thanks for all you do. Definitely grabbing some merch for Christmas as well. The new Christmas hoodie is calling me. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Appreciate you, baby. Yeah, we got new Christmas ting. I'll show you that in a minute. What up, Michael Robots? Played the purple vinyl with the wife last night. Beautiful work. Oh, that's a beautiful image there. Playing that beautiful purple Meaning Wave, What's Wave vinyl. Last vinyl went out today. The last vinyl, we took it. The very last vinyls to be sent out. All the vinyls now been sent out. Aww. What up, Robert Easley? Appreciate you, baby. Yo, I wonder if we can see the Christmas stuff. Let's see if we can see the Christmas stuff. It's okay. Yeah, the people who are saying, hey, Akira the Dawn, we want Christmas sweaters. People have been saying, Akira the Dawn, we want Christmas sweaters. When are we going to have Christmas sweaters? I said, very soon. Very soon we're going to have Christmas sweaters. I said it. And we have got Christmas sweaters, by Jove. There is now a Christmas shop in the Christmas shop in MEANINGWAVE.com. Head on over to MEANINGWAVE.com today and check out the beautiful Christmas activities. Epic Christmas activities, you could say. You could say they're epic, because they are. Let's see if we can see the computer here. Can we see it? Yeah. No, we can't. Wait, what? Why not? Why can't we see it? Is that old? Ugh. See, he's sort of saying the equipment's all gone to buggery. I can't show you the Christmas stuff. Well, I'll see if I can get it fixed for tomorrow. In the meantime, click the link in the chat if you're live, and you can check out the new Christmas gear. It's very joyful. It's very beautiful Christmas gear. And yeah, we got jumpers, and we got velvet pants. We got velvet hoodies. We got velvet hoodies. We got t-shirts. We got children's stuff. We got children's clothings, and we released a music video today as well from the Christmas album, which is dropping next week. Yes, we did. Speaking of albums, there's a new album coming in January from your favorite duo. You know when people say, name a better duo, I'll wait. And that's when you write underneath Akira the Dawn and Jordan B. Peterson. That's what you write. Yeah. Hono album, 17-track album coming, and it's got a new version of this on it. This, you say? This?
Without that beauty, there's no call to higher being. This is also why I've mentioned to people that they should clean up their rooms. That's become quite the internet meme. But I'm really serious about it because it's really hard to do that. And it isn't just that you clean it up. You also make it beautiful. 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 It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. Make it beautiful. It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. What's really cool is if you learn to make something beautiful, even one thing, if you could just make one thing in your life beautiful, then you've established a relationship with beauty. And then you can start to expand that relationship with beauty out into the world, like into other elements of your life. And that is so worthwhile. It's just incredibly, crazily worthwhile. Make it beautiful. 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 It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. Make it beautiful. It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. People are terrified of it. People are terrified of color. They paint their walls beige. They're terrified of art. They buy some mass-produced thing because they don't want anybody laughing at them for their lack of taste. And they would get laughed at because they have no taste. But you have to, well, it's right, because what do you know, right? You have to develop it, and so you're going to stumble along and make mistakes to begin with. And you're going to show yourself, because if you might, I think this is pretty, and somebody comes over and goes, hey, what's up with you? It's kind of hard on your self-esteem, but it's you're stumbling towards the right. You're stumbling towards the kingdom of God. That's what you're stumbling towards when you try to make an aesthetic decision. Make it beautiful. 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 It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. Make it beautiful. It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. Beauty is absolutely terrifying to people because beauty highlights what's ugly. And so if you start to make your room beautiful, then everything around that isn't like that just starts to glow in the worst sense. It's terribly dangerous. That's why people are afraid of beauty, but it's the greatest thing you can do. Beautiful things are beautiful for a reason. That beauty has depth, like it's real depth, man. that's what gets you in touch with the transcendent and the divine is beauty. You introduce that into your room, you're playing with fire. And people will resist it. Make it beautiful. 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 It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. Make it beautiful. It's really hard to make something beautiful. Make it beautiful. It's really worthwhile. I was in this museum a while back. It was full of these paintings from the late Renaissance. There's like a dozen of them in this one room. Every painting on that wall was worth $300 million, like minimum. You couldn't buy those paintings. Like there were like a dozen of them in there. I thought, wow, there's like $3.6 billion worth of paintings in this room, and people are making pilgrimages from all over the world just to look at them. It's like, what the hell's going on? It's like, yeah, no kidding. What the hell's going on? There's beauty in those paintings. There's beauty and it's magnificent. And part of what it does is say you aren't who you should be. That's what beauty does to you. That's why you're intimidated by a beautiful woman. A staggeringly beautiful woman. It's like, oh my God. You know, attracted for sure, but definitely intimidated. It's like, well, that's because you aren't who you could be. Beauty does that to you. Because beauty has that contrast.
To have a whole day, oh, glorious thing, waking up in the morning, baby, oh, what a glorious thing, get to have a whole, yeah, what a glorious thing, waking up in the morning, baby, oh, what a glorious thing, get to have a whole day, hey, oh, what a glorious thing, waking up in the morning, baby, oh, what a glorious thing, yeah, get to have
Hey, how about that, baby? Brand new version of Make It Beautiful from the forthcoming album, Akira the Don and Jordan B. Peterson. More will be revealed on that soon. 17 tracks on the album. Very, 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 very epic. One of the songs, I think, is like 13 minutes long or something. It's a ridiculous album. Yeah. Wonderful to see you all here. I could say beautiful to see you here. And you are looking beautiful tonight by Joe. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. What up, Jules? What up, Martin? What up, Michael? What up, D-Man? Bless up, Lee. Appreciate you, baby. Thank you for the A25. This is Happy 250 request. Follow your bliss. Ooh, might just have to get that in there. Hey, what up, D-Man says amazing visuals. By the way, Don. Hey, thank you. What were the visuals? The visuals are... I'll work it out. I can't say that right now. We made it last month. It's basically like a mirrored, comped version of a... Oh, God, what's it called? Anyway, I'll work it out. I'll let you know shortly when I remember. Who got their vinyl? Who's getting their vinyl? People are getting their vinyl, very excitingly. Who is getting their vinyl? I saw someone say they got their vinyl. Someone said they got their vinyl. Anyway, whoever got their vinyl, shout out to you. I'm glad people are getting their vinyl. ATS got their What's vinyl. Everyone's getting their What's vinyl. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Who wants Jordan B. Peterson and Akira the Don vinyl? Yeah. Michael Dodgel says the new version is very easy to sign to. As in sign language. Or did you write sing wrong? I guess both, maybe. Mo. Miss Superconductor says, I got my vinyl. I played it on the 1200s. How'd it sound? Yeah, so nice. Alan Moran says, vinyl has been listened to 20 times already. Family loves it. Aww. Marzi Potter says, I got my vinyl yesterday, mid-stream. I saw the pictures today. Beautiful. What a beautiful thing. What a glorious thing, you could say. You could say, what a glorious thing, and you would be right. A glorious thing indeed. Oh man, that's a great album. Let's listen to a song from that album. Why not? A song from that great album that is now on vinyl. 2 albums are on vinyl. 2 MEANINGWAVE albums are on vinyl. How many MEANINGWAVE albums are there? Anyway, I don't know. I should know this. This is something I should be aware of. I don't even know how many I put out this year, let alone how many there are. But this is on one of them, and it's really good. And 2 of them are now on vinyl. 2 out of however many there are. Sacred.
And so, as a result of there always being a kind of gap, that's the gap, you know, like where the electric spark jumps. That's the thing behind your head, behind your eyes that you could never get to look at. It's the gap. And because of that little gap, the circle doesn't just revolve in a dull way, just go round and round and round like a boring thing. It has rhythm. See, if I say, hey! No rhythm. See, it's just one long sound. I'll say, oh, cut it out.
Smash that like for yoy.
Just become insensitive.
If you're feeling Alan Watts saying yoy, you better smash that like.
What we want to hear is the break in it, you see.
Woo.
And we want to hear it go on, off, and vanish, and come back again, and so on. And it sets up a rhythm. That becomes interesting.
Yeah.
That's putting gaps between. See? You need those gaps. We need those gaps. See?
Hey.
You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. Rhythm doing a rhythm. Rhythm doing a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. And behind that there's another rhythm doing a rhythm.
That's right.
So now you see it, now you don't.
Now you see it.
Now you don't. Oh, that's pretty dull.
Ooh.
So now you see it,
now you don't.
Now you see it,
now you don't.
Oh, that's pretty dull. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to have you see it 3 times, and then with a regular not see it between them. Then there's going to be a longer not see it after that one. And then I'm going to do something very complicated after that so that you don't really know when it's going to come next. So there's going to be a surprise. You know how we all do that? You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. Rhythm doing a rhythm. Rhythm doing a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. And behind that there's another rhythm doing a rhythm.
Ow.
Interesting people are those who do this in very involved ways. Dull people, sort of people who put their hats on absolutely straight, are the kind of people, for example, who have the same meal every day. Exactly the same thing, always. See? Have no inventiveness.
No. Steak every day.
They go to the same office, they answer the same kind of letters, and that's that. See? But then, if they want to start up a more interesting kind of business and make more money, they take the people who make clothes. They figure out fashion. It's going to be a new thing for ladies, a new style. We're going to make them do long skirts instead of the short skirts. Like this. Then finally they thought about having topless women. They're going to play around with that and have an absolutely scandalous ball. But that's the whole thing, you see. It's this thing of rhythm. And yes, you ask, well, I see that. What is doing this rhythm? Who after all am I? And as you explore deeper and deeper and deeper into the nature of yourself,
what? Oh yeah.
You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. Rhythm doing a rhythm. Rhythm doing a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. You find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm. you find that you're a rhythm doing a rhythm, and behind that was another rhythm doing a rhythm. Your vibration, and who is doing all, and who is doing all. Why he disappeared around, there it was, we were looking for him and he vanished. And who is doing all, and who is doing all. Why he disappeared around, there it was, we were looking for him and he vanished.
Who's doing all this? And who's doing all this? Who's doing all this?
Yeah.
And then just when we weren't looking for him again, there he is. But every time we try to see, he isn't there. Now do you see that? That situation is what's called life.
Oh, baby, what a record. Rhythm doing a rhythm, which I do believe is the finale track on the What's Wave 6 LP. Yeah, it is. Bum, bum, bum. And this first appearance in the Meaning Wave universe of two people on this song. Can you spot them both? Yeah. Oh,
we are. It's the beginning of another great day. A sunny
summer day.
It's the best day. For you know what?
You know what? International high five time. That's right, that's right. We got to do an international high five. By Jove! By Jove, we do. All I want to know today for the international high five is what is your favorite moment? Well, where you are, and just give me a fond moment from the past 250 streams. 250 days of streaming. I can't even say streams anymore because we do a morning show now as well, which is on number 180. So we've just, I don't even know the math on that. I'm no mathematician. I'm just a vibe magician. You know me. You know, I ain't no mathematician. I'm a vibe-gician. Vibe-tician. So let me know where on earth you are. I want to know where on earth you are. As in the part of you that, you know, screws his trousers on like the rest of us. That part, you know? And yeah, give me a happy moment from these streams. So many streams. So many happy memories. Oh, remember that time that thing broke and we kept going. We didn't miss a day, not a day. 250 days of consecutive, consensual, getting after it in the streaming realm. Alec Moran says 430 total streams this year. 430 total streams this year. At an average of about 2 hours each. Probably. Give or take. That puts us at around 800 hours of streaming. What is that in days? How many hours in a day? If we were just streaming back to about 24 hours, I feel like it's a bunch. That's right, Joshua Tran, you are just in time for the I High Five by Jove. Cindy Bailey, hello. Says, I am hoping live events return. I want to attend one of Jordan B. Peterson's lectures. Michael Dodgell, yo, we got some Macklemore vibes. How dare you? J1 Keeper, everyone gets a jetpack. That's real. The Defy Bay Area, California. Your laughing fit the other day. What was I laughing about the other day? I wonder what that was. Things do amuse me over here. You lot are very funny. You lot are excellent company. So thank you for that. The Sway says the phased off isolated meditation from JG1 Keeper. Everyone gets a jetpack. Alec Moran, 430 total streams this year, said yes. Oh, the chat ran away. Come back, chat. That's my favorite thing when the chat doesn't stay where it's supposed to stay. Yeah, Jaguar Keeper, we live in the time of jetpacks. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Joshua Tran, in the box. The Ghibli sets always popping up during my rough times. Hey, regular father. In Maine, my favorite moment was when I got to talk to Akira the Don and share my chess set with you. Yes, you did. Special times. Liz, what's up, Liz? NorCal, love that you kept on streaming while you moved across the desert. Yo! How could I let you down? I could never let you down. I could never let you down. Tyler Durden, how about when you stated you were rage quitting YouTube? That was a scare. Ha ha ha. And I did not. No, I just made things cooler. I just introduced a spaceship. I've quit YouTube! Has a spaceship. Doesn't quit YouTube at all. Yeah, very cool. Thank you, Akira. Very cool. Jugwin Keeper, Kansas City in house. Tyler Durden, what's cracking? Oi, oi. D-Man, Tri-State, really enjoyed the last time you had Cosmic Kangaroo on. We love Cosmic Kangaroo. We should get him on again. Dra 42, always Scott and Norm. Ooh. Don't I know it. I've been binging so much Norm this week. Oh my goodness. Jules Vaughn, every time you crack yourself up, my fav. Hey, thanks. Mikhail Archangel, when you were playing Motown songs on one of the streams earlier in mid-March. Mid-March? Feels like a long time ago. Members time, Virginia Beach, Virginia, and my happiest moment from these streams is the call-in show, where you had me and Young Chill DK on talking with you and Captain Jack. Happiest moment for me. Fool Killer, Maryland, my favorite moment was when I was a guest on the 200th episode. That was a great moment. We loved having you. And we shall have you again, I'm sure. Roberto Sanchez, Fla, favorite moment was the Wyatt guest appearance on the Road Show. Shouts out to Wyatt, wonder where he's at. He showed up on the Instagram saying what's up to people. Spicy Shoe Guy, Edmonds, WA, got to catch a morning show live for the first time in a long time. Hurrah! Morning shows are lit. Morning shows are Littington. Where did my streaming go? Michael Dodgel, Maryland, and Dune with Paul and Jessica in the tent scene was stunning. That was a great moment. That was great. Dune Wave every Wednesday. Matt Sacramento just found the MAZ 2 weeks ago, and I've been locked every day and night since and binged book club, so I'm caught up and ready for Wednesdays. Well, we are blessed to have you here, Matt. Thank you for being here. Matt Maru Joe, everybody, make some noise. Alec Moran, almost 40 full days of content. Can't thank you enough. You could try. Walking World Poet, Virginia. Happiest moment was the Zoom stream. Second favorite is deaf when train sounds spontaneously made their appearance. Choo-choo, motherfucker. Hey, Joe Patrakovich, still in Austin, Texas. Hello, neighbor. Honestly, yesterday you did a great transition into my requested bass next to track and then the audio cut out. That was good times. Yes, it was. That was very joyful. Yesterday I did the genius thing of mixing We Are Farmers with All the Ducks Are Swimming in the Water as well. Every day, something epic and legendary happens. Have you noticed? I don't think there's been a single stream where something epic and legendary hasn't happened. Have you noticed, Martin Potter 21? I have been fortunate enough to see him live, talking about Jordan B. Peterson. It is an amazing experience. Still remember when he was talking about top lobsters and he looked right at me. He knew. Liz, what's up? Jug One Keeper, you the man, A to the D. You the man, Jug to the one. Cindy Bailey, making my own curfew in Carlisle. Fond memories include call-in shows, tender Herc moments, and when the MAZ finally permeated your psyche and you began randomly quacking on stream. I don't remember that. Oh, they're burning. It's Cali. They're burning. Hello, California. How you doing? Better stay indoors, California. You know that disease suddenly gets all crazy after 10 o'clock. Oh, Julian Taylor. 365 days of meaning will be hype. Yes, it will. D-Man, Ghibli set was fire, but they geo-blocked it in the USA. Really? Really, I didn't know that. I've been having a look at what being blocked. But you know they're all on Library. They're all on Library. They're all on the podcast feed. They're all there. They're all on Odyssey. I might be going on Rumble as well. I signed up for Rumble the other day. Can't choose a single moment, says beautiful, unpronounceable Asian hieroglyphs. Says can't choose a single moment from the single stream, but all of it helps me heal. The roadside streams were pretty mind-blowing though. I look forward to getting back out there again. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Happy Ramadan stream was epic, says Martin Party. Yes, it was. Defy, that was awesome. Sativa Skunk, We Are Farmers. So good, farmers and ducks together. That's right. Joshua Chan. Wait, there was a Ducks Times Farmers mix? I'm going to have to go back and find that. That was last night. End of last night. Draft 42, Chris Philly, favorite moment. I requested the song you were already going to play and it was incredible synchronicity. Yeah, that's real. And therefore, international high five cometh. If you're locked in live, if you're on the replay, wherever you are, join us now for the International High Five, and let's see how well it works tonight. I've got a feeling it's going to be a good one. 3, 2, 1. High five. Hold it. Hold that five. Hold the line. Hold the line.
Read you a quote from Macdonald. And he says this.
Okay, you can let it go now.
The idiot sees the world as good versus evil.
Hey.
The cynic sees the world as evil
versus evil.
The truth that no one seems to be able to see is that the world is and always has been
a battle of good versus good.
Versus good. Versus good.
Smash that like. Smash that like. Smash that like. Wow, Kyla liked the stream which I dedicated to her when she joined the channel. That was one of the best ones, right? Thank you for that.
This is the situation we find ourselves in. There are not two sides in which one is good and one is evil. There are two sides in which one feels that it is good and it believes, incorrectly, that the other one is evil. But both sides are pretty sure that the world is the good one. Wow. The world is, and always has been, a battle of good versus good. Versus good.
Versus good.
Versus good. Versus good. Versus good. Don't I know it? Wow.
First appearance in the Meaning Wave universe of Scott Adams.
Wow.
And also the first appearance of Norm Macdonald.
Wow.
Who are both now official members of the Meaning Wave universe. And both of them very proud and honored to be so too, which is as it should be. By the way, this song right now, I've got a feeling this might be about to be the next TikTok song or something.
And a neon sign.
This has been blowing up lately, I don't know why, but I'm getting lots of messages about this, lots of people Instagramming it, lots of people TikToking it. Yeah!
The reason why I got everything's a scam in a neon sign in my apartment
I just thought.
Optimistic.
Oh yeah.
Of every day.
We're at this point of 2020, of course, everything's a scam resonates.
And the reason why I think it's optimistic is that you see all these different problems, right? All these things in the world. And you're like, well, I don't understand that thing. Like, I don't understand.
In my case,
longevity research and science and hard work. Like, I don't understand any of these things in a deeply technical way. But I want to affect them. A lot of the reasons why people don't go into different fields is they think, well, there's this kind of expert status around this field, which means I can't ever infiltrate it. And the thing that I want to remember every day is that expertise is a scam.
Expertise is a scam.
It's like a power hierarchy that's been created within an industry to prevent other people from being able to go and get into it. Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam.
That's real though.
Academia is a scam. Capital is a scam. Everything's a fucking scam. Right?
But
if you realize that, then you can do anything. Why I think remembering everything is a scam is important is that it boosts your self-efficacy to remind yourself that if everything's a scam, then if you have high integrity and you want to go solve a problem, it's probably the case that it'll take you pretty far.
Take you pretty far. Take you pretty far.
More far than trying to play the traditional game.
Which is a scam. Boom.
So, to me, everything is a scam is not a thing. It's a reminder to just play the game. Any game you want to play, just go play it.
Whoa.
It's just a fucking game. Any game you want to play, just go play it. It's just a fucking game.
You dig?
Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam.
Perfect.
Academia is a scam. Venture capital is a scam. Everything's a fucking scam. Right?
But
if you realize that,
you can do anything.
Any game you want to play, just go play it. Any game you want to play, just go play it. Any game you want to play, just go play it. It's just a fucking game.
Yeah.
Any game you want to play, just go play it.
What?
Any game you want to play, just go play it.
What?
Any game you want to play, just go play it. It's just a fucking game. You know?
everything's a scam.
Oh.
Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam. Everything's a scam. Academia is a scam. Venture capital is a scam. Everything's a fucking scam. Right?
But
if you realize that,
you can do anything.
And you can do anything.
Let's look at this next tweet, which I thought was cryptic and also super interesting about the kind of job or career that you might have. You said the internet has massively broadened the possible space of careers. Most people haven't figured this out yet.
The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, is it connects every human to each other human on the planet. You can now reach everyone, whether it's by emailing them personally, whether it's by broadcasting to them on Twitter, whether it's by putting up a website they come and access. So the internet is an inter-networking tool. It connects everybody. That is its superpower.
Yeah.
The internet means that you can find your audience for your product or your talent and skill, no matter how far away they are. Any niche obsession.
Yeah.
People who collect snakes. People who like to ride hot air balloons. People who like to sail around the world by themselves, just one person on a craft. Or there's a show about a woman goes in people's houses and tidies it up.
Clean up your room. Hey.
So whatever niche obsession you have, the internet allows you to scale. Now that's not to say that what you build will be the next Facebook will reach billions of users, but if you just want to reach 50,000 passionate people like you, there's an audience out there for you.
That's right.
The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. That is its superpower. It connects everyone to everyone. It connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. So the beauty of this is that we have 7 billion beings on this planet. The combinatorics of human DNA are incredible. Everyone is completely different. You'll never meet any two people who are even vaguely similar to each other that can substitute for each other. It's not like you can say, well, Nivi just left my life, so I can have this other person come in and he's just like Nivi and I get the same feelings, the same responses, and the same ideas. No, there are no substitutes for people. People are completely unique. So given that each person has different skill sets, different interests, different obsessions, it's that diversity that becomes a creative superpower.
Perfect.
So each person can be creatively superb at their own unique thing. But before, that didn't matter, because if you were living in a little fishing village in Italy, your fishing village didn't necessarily need your completely unique skill, and you had to conform to just a few jobs that were available. But now, today, you can be completely unique.
Yeah.
You can go out on the internet and you can find your audience and you can build a business and create a product and build wealth and make people happy. Just uniquely expressing yourself through the internet. The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. That is its superpower. It connects everyone to everyone. It connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone.
Amazing!
The space of careers has been so esports players, people creating.
Who wants more Naval?
Bloggers.
Who wants
YouTube broadcaster? PewDiePie is the #1 trusted name in news. He's got 3 times.
Who wants How to Get Rich Part 2?
Of the top cable news networks. The internet enables any niche interest as long as you're the.
What up, Joe? Patrick Vich. Up in this business.
And the great thing is, because every human is different.
What up, presence practitioner?
One is the best at something.
What up, Cindy wants Naval and more, come on.
Escape competition.
Brothers.
Through authenticity. When you're competing with people, it's because you're copying them. It's because you're trying to do the same thing. But every human is different. Don't imitate, don't copy, just do your own thing. No one can compete with you on being you. And so the more authentic to who you are and what you love to do, the less competition you're going to have. So you can escape competition through authenticity when you realize no one can compete with you on being you. The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. That is the superpower. It connects everyone to everyone. It connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. The fundamental property of the internet, more than any other single thing, it connects everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone to everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone to everyone. Everyone is the best at something. Being themselves. Everyone is the best at something. Everyone is the best at something. Everyone is the best at something. Being themselves. And normally that would have been useless advice pre-internet. Post-internet, you can turn that into a career.
Oh, wow. Yeah! What a great record that is. Naval, more Naval, please. Thanks very much. We want more Naval. More Naval! Akira the Don, how could you put out How to Get Rich Part 1 and then not put out How to Get Rich Part 2 yet? What's wrong with you? Well, what you gonna do? Who wants to hear a song from the Christmas album and look at Christmas merch? Let's do that. Wow, look at that thing. Oh my goodness, that's good. New MEANINGWAVE Christmas collection in the store now. We got a Lo-Fi Christmas, the super special, super beautiful Lo-Fi Christmas Miracle collection. We got two MEANINGWAVE Christmas designs. This one's very fly. Amazing. We got velvet options, we got kids hoodies, kids t-shirts, we got sweatshirts, we got joggers. Ooh. What a lovely jumper. Christmas jumper. Tights. Yeah. The t-shirt comes in velvet too. Yeah, you can get the t-shirt in velvet. You can get a velvet t-shirt. Oh! Yeah, that's just too fly. MEANINGWAVE.com for your Christmas apparel. Christmas is saved. Imagine the beautiful family photos you could take if you were all dressed in MEANINGWAVE Christmas attire. All matching in that MEANINGWAVE Christmasness. Ultimate jolly activities. That's what we're doing. We're all just like, we're gonna do family Christmas photos, all wearing MEANINGWAVE Christmas merch, and gonna send them to everybody for Christmas, you know, to bless the world. A very Merry Christmas and a Yuletide. Yeah! Whoa! Whoa! Tryout says my old man will be shaking his fist right now. Gotta be past Thanksgiving, not in 2020. We need all the Christmas we can get this year, baby. I told you, like, the #1 video on my channel has been a Christmas video since September. People are so hungry for Christmas this year, it's insane. And can you blame them? That's from the new album, which is coming out next Friday. You can pre-order it now. We dropped a visual from it today for Oh Christmas Tree. And yeah, that's on there. It's 15 tracks. It was 16, but I cut one of them off. Right at the last minute, it'll be on next year's. I had to cut it off. Like the bass was just not quite what as amazing as I wanted it to be. So I'm going to spend the next year laboring over it, you know. That's what's gonna happen. I'll spend the next year fiddling with that bass till it's just perfect. It's like, I don't know, I told you, right? Like, I've been predicting, you know, trap for most of the past 10 years. There hasn't been that much in the way of bass lines in music, you know. And I told you I'm bringing bass lines back, by Jove. I told you all that's coming back as we move into the next cultural shift. We're going into the psychedelic dimension. We're going into the neo-psychedelic wholesome age, and part of that is going to be that music's going to be groovier. Music over the past 10 years has been quite sort of stilted, on the grid type thing, for various reasons. But I'm predicting a shift to more grooving, warm, organic type music. And, you know, I've been developing my own style. And, you know, this came out at the beginning of this year, and this was definitely a look in that direction. Hey. Yo.
Consciousness has other notions of how things ought to be. What virtue is, and so on, and so on, and so on. One of the problems that man has to face is reconciling himself to the foundations of his own existence. And this is the first function of mythology. And this is the first function of mythology. That reconciliation of consciousness with the mystery of being. And this is the first function of mythology. It's not criticizing it. Shakespeare, in his definition of art in Hamlet, where he says, art holds the mirror up to nature, is a perfect definition, I would say, of the first function of mythology. When you hold a mirror up to yourself, your consciousness becomes aware of its support. What it is that is supporting it. You may be shocked at what you see. You may be greatly pleased. But one way or another, you become aware of yourself. Your consciousness becomes aware of that darkness, that being which came into being out of darkness and which is its own support. And this is the first function of mythology. This is the first function of mythology. The reconciliation of consciousness with the mystery of being. And this is the first function of mythology. And the realization of their mystery as something that consciousness is not going to be able to criticize, not even going to be able to elucidate, not even going to be able to name. It is something beyond naming, beyond all definitions. That's the first point. And when that is lost, one loses this sense of awe, which Goethe calls the best thing in man, the sense of gratitude for one's privilege of having this center of consciousness aware of these things. And this is the first function of mythology. This is the first function of mythology. A reconciliation of consciousness with the mystery of being. And this is the first function of mythology. What? Yeah!
Akira the Don. Oh, that's me. Jurgen Klinsmann. No, Joseph Campbell. Joseph Campbell, not Jurgen Klinsmann. Why did I think of him? The first function of mythology from the album Songs of Mythology came out top of this year. Who wants more Joseph Campbell? What up, Ali? Appreciate you, baby. Says rain, hail or shine, this man is out there regulating 2020's wickedly fluctuating vibes. 250 streams, a testament to yourself, your craft, and this is the kicker. Your community of listeners. Thanks, ACD. Thank you. Without whom there is no MAZ. Every brick. That's you. Every brick, every blessed brick, every rafter, every beam.
Mythology, I think of as the homeland of the muses, the inspirers of art, the inspirers of poetry, and to see life as a poem and yourself participating in a poem is what the myth does for you. I mean a vocabulary in the form not of words but of acts and adventures which connote something transcendent of the action here and which yet informs the whole thing. So that you always feel in accord with the universal being. Every mythology, every religion is true. Every mythology, every religion is true. In this sense, it is true as metaphorical of the human and cosmic mystery. Every religion is true. Jesus ascended to heaven. The story is he ascended bodily to heaven. The story is that his mother, still alive, asleep, ascended to heaven. This is metaphorical of something. You don't have to throw it away. All you have to find is what it's saying. What it's saying is he didn't go out there, he went in here, which is where you must go too. Ascend to heaven through the inward space to that source from which you and all life came. That's the sense of that. Now, according to the normal way of thinking about the Christian religion, we cannot
identify with Jesus. We have to imitate Jesus, but to say, I am God, as Jesus said, is for us blasphemy. However, in the Thomas Gospel, Jesus says, he who drinks from my mouth will become as I am, and I shall be he. Wow, that's Buddhism. Every mythology, every religion is true. Every mythology, every religion is true. In this sense, it is true as metaphorical of the human and cosmic mystery. Every religion is true. Heaven and hell are within us, and all the gods are within us. This is the great realization of the Upanishads of India already in the 9th century BC. All the gods, all the heavens, all the worlds are within us. They are magnified dreams, and what dreams are manifestations in image form of energies of the body in conflict with each other. This organ wants this organ wants this. That's all myth is. Myth is a manifestation in symbolic images, metaphorical images of energies within us in conflict with each other. Every mythology, every religion is true. Every mythology, every religion is true. In this sense, it is true as metaphorical of the human and cosmic mystery. Every religion is true. To my mind, standing on a whale, fishing for minnows. We are standing on a whale. The ground of being is the ground of our being. And outward turned, we see all these little problems here. But inward, we are the source of them all. That's the big mystical teaching.
Perfect. Shakalaka. You're standing on a whale. That sweet, unreleased Akira the Don and Joseph Campbell. One of the greatest albums of all time, locked away in a vault. Because we get to do these streams, you get to hear little slashes of it, and that just makes it extra special. And it's a funny development. God bless each and every one. Mikhail. What up, Martin Potter? What up, Patrick Smith? What up, E.S. Taylor? What up, everybody? Backstreet's back. All right. Yeah. Actually.
Akira.
He's got clout.
No, not you. No, another one first. Isn't it amazing? We've been doing this 250 days now, and there's still loads of songs meaning to shut up, you. Shut up, me. There's still so many MEANINGWAVE songs that actually have not been played at all. Some have been played rarely. You know, it's interesting. And then, of course, there's all the other songs that exist in the world. People say, Akira the Don, how you be doing 2 streams a day? Are you going to run out of shit? No, I don't think so. I think there's a lot of shit. Plus, I keep making more shit, you know? Just keep producing more shit. You know, I've been working real hard to get ahead of the release schedule. I was chasing my ass for a long time, you know, like, just finished thing and it's coming out next week. And that's no good. You want to be ahead, you know, because there's so many mistakes and things fucking up and all that. You know, we don't have an agent or a management or a press or, you know, the music industry pretends we don't exist and all that. Like, all we have is, like, us, you know? And, you know, so, like, you can't be wasting things. Currently, like, Spotify, I don't know how long this will last, you know? Currently, if I put out a record and I put it out in advance and put it into the system, it'll actually send it to people who follow me on Spotify, and then a good amount of people who will actually hear it. You know, it's amazing. It's nothing like YouTube, where you've got like supposedly 56,000 subs, but only about like 200 people ever get notifications. You know, so to take advantage of that, like we've been working real hard to get ahead of the schedule. You know, and currently we've got to this point where I look today, I got 5 albums in distribution that have not yet come out. You hear that? 5, baby, 5. We've got all of it, and those are all going to come out between now and the end of January. You know? And I'm already working on the record that's coming out in February. And then I'm about to start working on the record coming out in March, you know? So, aside from doing all these streams every day, we're doing that, you know? And then people say, Akira the Don, you're gonna run out of shit. No, I ain't gonna run out of shit, because I keep making bullshit. If you don't make stuff, there is no stuff, obviously. But if you do make stuff, there's stuff. It's a miracle. It's a miracle. So we got to give it up, baby. We got to give it up. We got to give it up to the sources of those miracles, you know? We got to give thanks. Got to give thanks to the gods. Yeah. Yeah. Whoa. It would help if I would play the version that had vocals. How could you sing it? Although I had it in me to do that, and I might have easily, but thanks to the gods, I was never put in that position. So I escaped that test. I was never put in that position, and so I escaped that test. And that I wasn't longer raised by my granddad's daughter, and didn't lose my virginity too early, and didn't enter adulthood until it was time. Hell, I put it up that I had someone as a ruler and father who could keep me from arrogance, to live in a palace without bodyguards, without fancy dresses or torches or statues or such like show. You could live much like a regular person, not Remus in action, not careless a ruler, without carrying out official obligations. That I had the kind of brother I did, one whose character encouraged me to improve my own, one whose love and affection enriched my whole life, that my children weren't born perfectly deformed, that I wasn't more talented in rhetoric or poetry, they couldn't consume me. If I had some progress, might never have given them up, that I conferred on the people who brought me up, the honors that they seemed to want early on, instead of putting them up since they were still young, with the hopes I'd do it later. That I Apollonius and Rusticus and Maximus, that I was shown clearly and often what I would be like to live as nature required. Thanks to the gods, they did all they could through the gifts of aspiration, to ensure that I could live as nature demands. Thanks to the gods, they did all they could through the gifts of inspiration, to ensure that I could live as nature demands. And if I fell, it's no one's fault but mine, 'cause I didn't pay attention to what they told me. What they told me practically step by step, that my body has held out for so long through such a life, that I never laid a finger on Benedicta or Theodosius, even later. I was overcome by passion, I recovered, even though I often quarreled with Rusticus. I never did nothing that I regretted later. And then my mother died young. She spent her last years with me, and if I ever wish to help someone in need, I was never told that I had nothing means, that I was never put in that position myself, of having to take something from somebody else, that I have the wife I do, obedient, loving, dope, that my children have competent teachers, And for the remedy shown me in dreams when I was coughing blood, when my head was spinning, when I had an inclination to philosophy, I didn't fall into the hands of any sophist, and that I didn't waste my time on writers of histories or on the resolution of syllogisms, or occupy myself about the investigation of appearances in the heavens. All these things require the help of the gods and fortune, thanks to the gods. They did all they could through the gifts that help the inspiration that I could live as nature demands, thanks to the gods. They did all they could through the gifts that inspiration to ensure that I could live as nature demands, thanks to the gods, thanks to the gods, thanks to the gods. They did all they could through the gifts that have the inspiration to ensure that I could live as nature demands. Yeah! You know what's crazy? The very first meaning stream, I believe we called it a quarantine stream. And my intention was to perform some songs, and I was trying to get my stuff together. And I was like, oh, I could do Thanks to the Gods. And I'll just perform it, you know? You know, like just the instrumental, and I'll sing it, you know? But then I kind of just kind of didn't, because I didn't think I knew all the words, and I wasn't sure that like my voice would be able to like do all the stuff, because there's a lot of different stuff in the recording, like harmonies and shit like that. So I ended up just sort of doing it over the original track, I think. And just then, I just did it over the instrumental, just like I meant to in that very first stream, and it was an accident, because I loaded up the instrumental version of the track by accident. But now I know the song so well, I was like, shit, I could just sing it anyway. So I did. Isn't that crazy? So I just did just now on stream number 250 what I intended to do on stream number 1, without even meaning to. God bless. And here's another thing. How is it possible that after shouting for 250 days, my voice is in better shape now than it was at the beginning? Interesting. Yeah. Thanks to the gods. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Amazing. Iced out my lighthouse. Juggle and Keeper says, great story. That's badass. YouTube hero Alex, God bless you, brother, says, always love hearing you perform your songs. Hey, thanks. The Device says, that was wonderful. Thank you, Akira. Hey, thank you. And Bruce Takai says, thanks for being here for us. I'm doing quarantine for 250 days, Akira. It's been my honor. It's been a great honor. Alan Moran says, you're only in lockdown if you comply. The government works for you, not the other way around. But I'm not here to argue or send negative vibes. I haven't complied since day one. Good for you, baby. Good for you. Stay free. Stay free, my guy. What up, Mike Betters? Appreciate you, baby. He says, incredible. Thanks to the guys. Thanks to the you. Thanks to the Betterses. What up, Alec Moran? Thank you, baby. Chucking stickers around like a G. Yeah. What up, Kyla? Appreciate you. Thank you to everyone who supports this here thing. We could not do this without you, and that's just literal. We just literally could not do it without you, you know. Makar says, I heard this Aurelius song while shopping at Publix with my mum. What's Publix? Did you hear it in your waking mind dream, or did you hear it coming through a tannoy? Interesting. Ambrose Quaz, who said, thank you for doing this during quarantine, or whatever it was. Some people out there, and you can tell, they got their slogans, they got their ways of making themselves known. What they want. And they would like us to be indoors forever, They would like to us to be indoors forever with like, $1,000 a month or whatever it is to spend on who they say we can spend it on. That's what they want. But whatever, there's always weirdos who want weirdo things. But there is some good always comes out of these situations. And I gotta say, one good that's come out of these situations is this. Like, this has been a wonderful, wonderful thing to be a part of and to be able to do, and to hang out with you guys and to be with you and to get to know you and, to get to be here for each other and to share these times and these moments and this music has been incredibly, incredibly powerful and special. And wouldn't have happened, without certain creepy weirdos trying to do creepy weirdo shit. But the side effect of creepy weirdos doing creepy weirdo shit was something truly beautiful. And like, if that ain't God, I don't know what is, If that ain't God in action, I don't know what is. They try, baby. They try to lock up the human spirit, and they always fail. It's always been the case, and it always will be the case. The human spirit is a great and mighty thing. Cannot be contained. Certainly not by these morons. Yeah, gee whiz. These people are so incompetent. I always say this to the homies, if they were that all-powerful in this, that, and the other, they'd have had shit locked up so long ago. They always fuck it up. In the words of Nietzsche, they always go too far. And too quick, They think they're so smart and they think everyone else is so dumb. And they get it inverted. It's always an inversion with these creepy weirdos. Everything is inverted, right? You always see that. Everything is always this great inversion. But they invert like the thing that they really should be paying the most attention to, which is that. They think they're geniuses and they think we dumb. And they have the whole thing upside down on its head. And that's why, humanity will always prevail. And that's why I'm so excited to be here. As I remember last year, it's like, the creepy weirdo who didn't kill himself. That like woke so many people up. Some people were like, wait a minute, this stuff goes on? That's a load of people got fast-tracked like 10 years of like awareness, and then this year happened and it was like fucking 50 years or something. It leaves us in a good position as a species. You ever looked at videos of people in the 70s? You're looking at a different species. They have a completely different awareness. Therefore, a completely different like mass consciousness. The way birds always know where the fuck to go. It's whatever. No one ever taught them. They never went to bird school. They never went to bird school and got sat down with the other birds and said, here's what's going to go on, right? When it turns this time of year, we're all going to hop up and we're all going to go over there. We're going to fly thousands of miles over yonder. All right? No, they don't. There's no bird school. Just get to a certain level of bird awareness and all the birds know that shit. It works that way with humans. Get to a certain level of human awareness, suddenly everyone knows all that shit and you don't have to tell them. It's just like everybody knows. Everybody knows the dice is loaded, all that. And that's a hard thing, like in the moment. But like in the long term, it's a beautiful thing, baby. And that's where we are, and it's a good place to be. Cranking up the roller coaster, baby, just cranking up, getting ready to go flying on down. What a time to be alive! What a time to be alive, and what a place to be, and what a beautiful place to be doing it, and what a bunch of beautiful people to be doing it with, by Jove. Make some noise for yourselves! not fair. Fear is the mind killer. Fear is the little duck. It brings total obliteration. I will face my fear. I will permit it to wash over me and through me. Yeah. Where the fear is gone, there will be nothing, only I will remain. Yeah.
Akira.
Maintain your freedom.
People who are living far below their means enjoy a freedom that people busy upgrading their lifestyles just can't fathom.
Yeah.
And I think that's very important. Like, just to not upgrade your lifestyle all the time, to maintain your freedom. And it just gives you freedom of operation. Once you make a little bit of money, you still want to be living like your old self, so that just the worry goes away. So don't run out to upgrade that house and lifestyle and all that stuff. Let's say you're going to get $1,000 an hour. The problem is that when you go into a work lifestyle like that, you don't just suddenly go from making $20 an hour to making $1,000 an hour. That's a progression over a long career. And as that happens, one subtle problem is that you upgrade your lifestyle as you make more and more money. And that upgrading of the lifestyle ups what you consider to be wealth, and you stay in this wage slave trap. So I forget who said it, maybe it was Nassim Taleb, but he said the most dangerous things are heroin and a monthly salary. I think that's very important. Like, just to not upgrade your lifestyle all the time, to maintain your freedom. To maintain your freedom. And I think that's very important. Like, just to not upgrade your lifestyle all the time, to maintain your freedom. To maintain your freedom. The way you want to get wealthy is you want to be poor and working and working and working. And this is, for example, how the tech industry works, where you don't make any money for 10 years, and then suddenly in year 11, you might have a giant payday. Ideally, you want to make your money in discrete lumps, separated over long periods of time, so that your own lifestyle does not have a chance to adapt quickly. And then you can basically say, okay, now I'm done. Now I'm retired. Now I'm free. I'm still going to work because you got to do something with your life, but I'm going to work on only the things that I want when I want, and it's going to be much more creative expression and much less about money. So I forget who said it, maybe it was Nassim Taleb, but he said the most dangerous things are heroin and a monthly salary.
Heroin and a monthly salary.
I think that's very important. Like, just to not upgrade your lifestyle all the time, to maintain your freedom. To maintain your freedom. And I think that's very important. Like, just to not upgrade your lifestyle all the time, to maintain your freedom. To maintain your freedom.
Maintain your freedom.
History is just a 25,000-year
Maintain your freedom.
Now I'm done. Now I'm retired. Now I'm free. Now I'm done. Now I'm retired. Now I'm free.
History is just a 25,000-year dash from the trees to the starship. History is just a 25,000-year dash from the trees to the starship. And while it's going on, it's wild and woolly. But it only lasts like that. And then you're in the starship. 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 because we are like bacteria or something in the shortness of our lifespan. To us, 25,000 years, you can get lost in the middle of that and you can't see either end. But from the point of view of a species, it's just instantaneous.
Yeah.
History is just a 25,000-year dash from the trees to the starship. History is just a 25,000-year dash from the trees to the starship.
From the trees to the starship, Terence McKenna, make some noise, for it was his birthday this week. It was also Alan Watts' death day on the very same day. The same day What's-His-Face first synthesized LSD. Big day, baby, great day, woo. Ooh, Be Athena says when we follow the Most High all together, it can only lead to God. Good. The ego is our fault. That was a good Freudian slip there. It can only lead to God. Yeah. Now listen.
If you wish to make
an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent
the universe.
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent
the universe. This is a time of great danger. But our species is young and curious and brave. It shows.
That's right.
In the last few millennia, we have made the most astonishing, unexpected discoveries about the cosmos and our place within it. I believe our future depends powerfully on how well we understand this cosmos in which we float like a mote of dust in the morning sky.
Yeah!
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. Surface.
What up, Kyla? Congratulations to you and your husband and your family.
On this shore, we've learned most of what we know.
Ow.
Recently, we've waded a little way out, maybe ankle deep, and the water seems inviting. Some part of our being knows this is where we came from. We long to return.
And we can.
Akira.
Because the cosmos is also within us.
Yeah.
We're made of star stuff. We are a way for the cosmos to know itself. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe. If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
You see, for me, superheroes will always spark the imagination of people around the world. Around the world. Around the world. Around the world. Regardless of their background. Because I think that people are always looking for something that represents the ideal person or the ideal situation.
What up, JC?
You know, almost all of us have loved fairy tales when we were young. Just remember stories of giants and witches and wizards and life. But then you get a little older and you're too old to read fairy tales. But you never outgrow your love of that type of story.
That type of story. That type of story. That type of story.
That type of story.
That type of story.
But you never outgrow your love of that type of story.
That type of story.
And if you think about it, superhero stories today are really like fairy tales for grown-ups. The characters are bigger than life, just like in fairy tales. They have the same type of superpowers. Some can fly, some are extra strong, some can be invisible. It gives the viewer and the reader a chance to relive the excitement he or she had when they were young. When they were young. They're really reading fairy tales for grown-ups when they read or when they see superhero stories today. And that's why I love them so. And that's why I love them so. You get a little older and you're too old to read fairy tales, but you never outgrow your love of that type of story.
That type of story. That type of story. That type of story.
That type of story.
That type of story.
But you never outgrow your love of that type of story.
That type of story. That type of story. That type of story.
That type of story.
That type of story.
But you never outgrow your love of that type of story.
Amazing! Yo, make some noise for yourselves. All them wave emojis in the chat right now. Old school, flood the chat. Flood the chat. What's up, though? Shouts out to Alec Moran. Appreciate you, baby. This thanks for being you. That sticker goes out to everyone. Money, however, goes to Akira, as is only righteous. Yeah!
That type of story.
Yo, that one was for, well, that was for all of you. They're all for all of you.
Akira.
But this one was a special request from Lee, who says happy 250. Hey, thank you, Lee. Request.
Akira.
Follow.
He's got clout.
Your bliss.
And the moral is that the realization of your bliss, your true being, comes when you have put aside passing moment with its terror and with its temptations and its statement of requirements of life. That you should live this way. Well, I always tell my students, follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. I say follow your bliss and don't be afraid. Follow your bliss and don't be afraid. And doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be. Your bliss, where the deep sense of being informed, going where your body and soul want to go. When you have that feeling, then stay with it and don't let anyone throw you off.
Akira.
One fine evening, I was in my favorite restaurant. At a table was sitting a mother and a scrawny little boy, about 12 years old. The father says to the boy, drink your tomato juice. The boy says, I don't want to. The father, with a louder voice, says, drink your tomato juice. And the mother says, make him do what he doesn't want to do. Father looks at her and he says, he can't go through life doing what he wants to do. If he does only what he wants to do, he'll be dead. Look at me. I've never done a thing I wanted to in all my life. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. I say follow your bliss and don't be afraid. Follow your bliss and don't be afraid. And doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be. A poet is one who's made a profession.
Whoa.
And a lifestyle of being in touch with that. Most people have to be concerned with other things. They get themselves involved in economic and other activities, or get drafted into a war that isn't the one you're interested in. Most people living in that realm of occasional concerns, they all have the capacity that's waiting to be awakened. Well, we're having experiences all the time, which may, on occasion, render some sense of this. A little intuition of where your joy is. Grab it. No one can tell you what it's going to be. You've got to learn to recognize your own depths. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss. I say follow your bliss and don't be afraid. Follow your bliss and don't be afraid. And doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be. It's miraculous. If you do follow your bliss, you put yourself on a kind of track that has been there all the while waiting for you. And the life that you ought to be living is the one you're living somehow. When you can see it, you begin to deal with people who are in the field of your bliss. And they open doors to you right there, wherever you are. If you're following your bliss. Follow your bliss.
Aye.
Follow your bliss.
Aye.
Follow your bliss and don't be afraid. Follow your bliss and don't be afraid. And doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be. Follow your bliss. Follow your bliss.
What?
I say follow your bliss and don't be afraid. Follow your bliss and don't be afraid. And doors will open where you didn't know they were going to be.
Yeah. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though? Yeah. Follow your bliss. From the unreleased Joseph Campbell album. Very good album. The gift that keep on giving. What up, SES? Says smile. What up, D-Man? Says grab a donut. What up, Deluxe? Says yeah. Ow. D-Man says bliss is a downstream lazy river. That's nice. Mad Moon Rabbit says, I just got back from a 2-hour no-gi grappling course. Overcoming a fear I've had since I was 17. What's that? The fear of grappling with no gi. Today, I hit a proper single leg rolling live. Hard work pays off. You know, my problem with those things is the whole, people not wearing socks or shoes. That would be my thing I'd have to get over, and I'm going to have to, because I'm going to join a place here in the drip. So that's one of my things to be doing in 2021. What up, Deluxe? Says Wavy McGrady. Deluxe also says yeah. Deluxe also says ice. And Deluxe also says Burr. which is the right thing to say. Boar! Shouts out to Gucci Mane and the Gucci Mane clone. Actually, no, this. I don't know about the Gucci Mane clone, but shouts out to Gucci Mane. Yo, shouts out to Boar Print. 1, 2, and 17. Alec Moran says, as soon as the stream ends, vinyls go on. My son is obsessed with the record player and being able to swap the musical vibrations with his hands. Family equals everything. Thank you, God, for them, Akira, and the MEANINGWAVE Autonomous Zone. Yo, we thank God for you, Alec Moran, and love to you and your family. Thank you for being here. Blessed are we with thy presence. We have so many cool people here. So many wonderful people here in the MAC. So many epic humans like Gitta Hicks Koo. Gitta Hicks Koo says meaning. Hi, Gitta Hicks Koo. What's cracking, Mad Moon Rabbit? What's up, D-Man? What up, Spicy Shoot Guy? Audiobooks have been a real joy to me. Hey, Fool Killer 3644, the unreleased Joseph Campbell, the gift that keeps on giving. Ain't that facts? Ain't that just facts by Jack? By Jack and by Jove and by Joe. Part of me is wondering if those Adam Sandler movies on Netflix are actually genius. I've never watched any of them. I've watched Red Letter Media, complaining about them. It's a great effect, but I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're not genius. Maybe they are. Adam Sandler doing a film where he plays himself and his sister or something. I mean, how could that not be hilarious? Surely. Fool Killer 3644 says a comic book is always better experience than a movie for me. Depends on the comic book, frankly. Frankly, depends on the comic book. But, so I wouldn't say... Yo, I had some naughty comic book experiences by Jove. But some wonderful ones, some wonderful ones too. All my comic books are in storage in Wales. I moved to America from Wales. I was in the UK, I was actually in London for 13 years. Then we went to Wales for like 6 months, and I ran on the beach like a stallion in the surf, and got myself fit and ready to move to Los Angeles and be a superstar DJ, And we put all of our stuff. I had all this stuff, all this stuff I'd built up over the years. The old George Carlin bit about, people and their stuff, You get a house, you fill it with stuff, then you need a bigger house for all the more stuff you have. People and their stuff, You go to a hotel, the first thing you do is you open your bag and you take out all your stuff. You put your stuff somewhere, all that. And I had a lot of stuff, but it was wonderful stuff. Like, I left home when I was 16 and I had a small amount of stuff. And I would take it with me from place to place. The first flat I ever had, I was only there like 3 weeks when I was 16, and some people broke in through the window and stole a bunch of my records, But they didn't steal all the records. And those records that I had that I didn't got stolen, I hung on to them for dear life. And I went all over the country, with my stuff, and my stuff kept growing, and I was homeless for a bunch of time. But I still kept hold of my stuff somehow. I had like a box of stuff that was my box of life. I had like my first booty. Like booty, that's a British word. It means tiny shoe. It means tiny little woolen shoe for a baby. That's what a booty is. I don't know what they call them in America, but booty in America, that means your back off. That means your bottom. It's a thing. It's a language thing. It's interesting. But anyway, I managed to keep a hold of, even when I was homeless and even when I was getting yeeted out of apartments and getting in trouble with Indian landlords and stuff of that nature. I managed to keep a hold of some of this stuff. And it was mostly like records and comic books, mostly comic books and some books, and those child things like first letters and like school books and drawings I did when I was little, when I was free and shit like that, mixtapes, early mixtapes that I made when I was like 7 and stuff. Managed to keep that stuff. And by the time I'd been in London for 13 years, I was established. I had a wife, I had a house above a kebab shop, like an apartment above a kebab shop I was living in. I had a whole bunch of stuff. But to move to America, I had to put all that stuff into storage, and all my stuff is in storage. And I've been fine without it, to be honest. And it's a lot of stuff. And I came over here and I didn't really bought much stuff since. I didn't because it was like, I always knew wherever I was impermanent, And I had all that stuff back in the storage facility in Wales. Just thousands of CDs and records and books and stuffed tigers and things of that nature, A lot of stuffed tigers waiting for me. And I ain't got no stuff now. I'm in a stuffless economy. What I've got, is machines. I've got basically the stuff I have now is the stuff I need to do the work. That's the stuff I have. I don't have any extraneous stuff. I don't have stacks of comics at the side or nothing. I got the machines. I got the tools for work, you know. And I get to work. That's what I do. And I got my wife and my son. That's all I got, baby. You say that's all I got, but that's everything. That's so much. But I do look forward to a point in the future one day when I have a place. There's a place that I can really call my own and call it a home and know that I'm going to be there. I'll know I'm not going to get yeeted out of the country or something. And I'll get all that stuff of mine. I'll get it loaded up into some kind of a shipping container or something. And I'll be reunited with that stuff, you know, and all those old photos and all those memories and all that music, you know. And it'll be dusty. And it'll be cool. I'll probably sample some of it and make some new songs, you know. I don't know why I started talking about stuff then, but I did. It's doing these streams, you know, these streams where it's like, oh, it's a big number. We've done 250 streams. I start getting a little sentimental, you know. I spend so much of my time, you know, just like really, really firmly wedged in the now, in the moment, wedged into the moment, inside the very depth, the very, very like ass of the moment, you know, deep in the ass of the moment. Getting it cracking. That's where I tend to spend most of my time, you know. I'll be like right here, like playing a song, right here making a song, right here tickling my son, you know, right here like holding him upside down by his legs and shaking him. Hey, you know. Then occasionally I'll do something like this and I'll get flipped into, you know, the rear view a little bit. And every time I get flipped in the rear view, I get a bit emotional. So I don't know what it could be like for certain people like my pops who spend a lot of their time just thinking about the past, you know. It must be a very emotional way to live, you know. Anyway, Mad Moon Rabbit says, I aspire to a way of life much like Alan Watts, Tea Masters, house, meticulous in all the important rooms, and a messy studio with a messy closet. I hide everything. Yeah, Jaguar Keeper says, right here listening to the dawn. Maria Lee Zags, deep in the ass crack. You know, like that's it, like not the crack though, not even the crack, like in the root, like deep in the moment, you know, deep in the heart of the moment. Shit. Anyway, thank you for being here for all these streams. You know, it's an honor and a privilege to hang out with you. Honor and a privilege to know you and to share this time. You know, it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And I look forward to many more, you know. At one point it was like, maybe I remember the first, it was like, right, I'm going to do this for the next 4 days, you know, just to get through this thing, you know, this everyone freaking out, just 4 days and then get back to normal. There ain't no going back to no normal. I've been saying this for a long time. Remember I was saying to you back in March? Remember I was telling you back in March about how Hollywood was done, you know? Remember I was telling you about that? I was like, Endgame was the end game for Hollywood. That was the culmination. That was the peak of everything that they'd been doing leading towards and everything they were about, the whole point of that whole operation. That is an operation, you know, if you read your history, you know, it ain't a purely artistic endeavor. And but they confirmed it today. Today it was confirmed. And it was confirmed in the announcement that the Wonder Woman movie is going straight to streaming. And you know what that means. It means that, you know, that's it. Beth Ditto has sung. You know? It's over. It's over, baby. And I'm already hearing, I've been hearing for a while, the words around the campfires from the various campfires I have little birds in, you know. And they ain't giving budgets to those big movies anymore. There ain't another Endgame happening. Endgame was the end game. And now, you know, it's going to be smaller budgets for 6-part mini movies like Mandalorian and stuff of that nature. And you know, the cinema thing, that's done now. And Endgame was the last big summer blockbuster. And it's just funny because, you know, it contained everything within it. It contained all that had preceded it, or like references to all that had preceded it, moments of all that preceded it. You know, in the good and the bad and the ugly. It was all there. in that film. And I think in decades to come, people will write pretentious dissertations about that. And I think it's a good thing. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful thing. New forms will be born. New stories will be told. The Hollywood system had, aside from the fact that it was never about what it was purporting to be about, aside from that, at one point, you they let people do ill shit because it worked within the confines of what they were up to at that point. And then it got to the point where it was impossible to make a movie that was any better than a 6.9. Because every bloody movie was focus grouped out of the realms of the potential for greatness. Because if you focus grouped The Godfather, they would tell you to cut out the ill bitch. You know what I mean? It's impossible in that kind of system, and it just got you saw what it was. It was this comical thing. Every movie was a remake or a reboot or a sequel or this or that or the other. It had reached the peak of its potential creatively, and that was never the point anyway. Then they made a movie and they called it Endgame. And then that was that. And now here we are at the beginning of the next adventure. And that's very exciting, baby. It's very exciting for me and for you, presumably, because we're at a point now where we're, and I talk about this quite a lot, but I think it's really important, where we get to participate. And you heard Joseph Campbell say something earlier in a song, and he was talking about the purpose of mythology. And it's to, he was saying part of it is to recognize and to see the world as a poem, and to recognize yourself as participating in that poem. And that's something that ancestors took for granted, because they shared their mythology around a fire, and they would dance and sing and talk and tell it to each other. That's how they would share their mythology. So they just took all that for granted. But the printing press was invented, and all these things occurred that led to Disney buying all of the myths, and then Disney owned the myths. And then if you wanted to be involved in the myth, then the only thing you could do was cosplay, really, or moan about it on a forum, or at best start a YouTube channel to moan about it, and that way you felt like you're kind of participating in the myth, but ain't even your myth anymore, But that thing's dead now. They announced it today. With that tweet from Gal Gadot, that's what that was. That's what that was saying. That was saying goodbye to Hollywood, and welcome to the new world. And the new world will be one of the participatory culture, and of all of us being involved in the telling of the tale and the composition of the poem. The enactment, the embodiment, and the telling of the poem. That's where we at, baby. It's very exciting. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to be involved in it with you. With you. And that's what this whole thing's all about. That's what this whole thing's about. That's what MEANINGWAVE's all about. That's what this whole MAZ is all about. It's about that. It's about building the tools to be able to do that. It's about helping us get to the point of being able to do that thing that we got to do to move on through and to be born, So let's listen to one more song that's got some seeds of that in it. And yeah, Sativa Skunk. Gandalf says death is just another journey we all must take. Yeah.
I'm sorry. But I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone the way of life to be free and beautiful. But we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world. Millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass and dictators die, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. And so long as men die, liberty will never perish. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. You don't hate, only the unloved hate, the unloved and the unnatural. Soldiers, don't fight for slavery, fight for liberty. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Then in the name of democracy, let us use that power. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world, that will give men a chance to work, that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness. Soldiers, in the name of democracy, let us all unite!
Wow, baby, wow. Boom. Epic. Epic. You know, and every time we do this, like I've been saying, that was when on the very first one of these streams, I said it in the very first one. I said, this isn't everything is going to be, you know, but we're going to do our best, and this is the best for now. And what we're going to do is every day we're going to do our best, and we're going to make it a little bit better, you know, and with those incremental improvements, we will stride boldly towards our destiny, and our destiny is greatness, you know. And one day we'll wake up and we'll look around and we're like, wow, look at this, look at this. Wait a minute, was it always like this? And then we'll remember, oh shit, it was not. It was not. But those systems we put in place are those incremental improvements and doing our very, very best and getting a little bit better every day. That just carried us, you know, with the inevitability of that. You ever crowd surf? You know? You ever crowd surf? You ever, like, launch yourself from a stage into a mass of people? Seems like a weird thing to do, but, like, they will carry you. You know, one hand on one hand on one hand, and it's... And, you know, you can go pretty far. One time I crowd surfed about half a mile. You know, I think it was at the Glastonbury Festival or Reading, one of them. You can go pretty far that way, you know. But, that's what we done here. We started super simple, baby. We just started with what we had, and we built and we built. And we ended up here. And here's pretty sweet.
Do not
And the only way is up. Baby. Me and you. The only way is up. Baby. For me and you. And you know, I gotta shout out everyone who's been here tonight and everyone who's been here all these nights, all these 250 nights. God bless all of you. Thank you everyone who supports us. Without you, this could not occur. Why do I drink from the empty water bottle? Major League shout out Summer Needles, Alec Moran, Mike Besses, Kyla Sherrod, Ali, Joe Petrakovich, Lee, JG, Robert Easley, Michael Robards, Martin Partis 21, D-Man. God bless all of you. Big time bless up Alec Miranda, Martin Potter 21. Going above and beyond with the righteousness. Shouts out to the whole crew. Thank you for your energy, thank you for your time, thank you for your beauty, and for sharing your light with the world. I'm gonna play one more song. One more song. One more song. An apt song. And the right song. And a song that, amazingly, is harmonious and in tempo with this one. Like so many of the great ones. You know, we got a lot of songs, baby, in every key, in every BPM. But a bunch of them hang out in the cluster in this area, a bunch of real powerful ones. Make some noise! Yeah, you encore, that's right, you do it encore. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're gonna be like, we won both! We won both! Beautiful, unpronounceable hieroglyph 86 says, I can't thank you enough for helping me become a better version of myself every day. Now look at you doing all that work. Now, I'm proud of you and I can't thank you enough. Because by doing that, you're making the world better. By that, you're saving the world. That's how you do it. MEANINGWAVE exists! Yeah!
Akira.
He's got clout.
Yeah! When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They are like this because they can't tell good from evil. But I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and have recognized the wrongdoer as a nature related to my own. Not of the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share in the divine. Not of the same blood or birth, but the same mind, and possessing a share in the divine. So none of it can hurt me, no one can implicate me in ugliness, nor can I feel angry at my relative or hate him. See, we were born to work together like feet, hands and eyes, like the two rows of teeth, upper and lower. To obstruct each other is unnatural. To feel anger at someone, to turn your back on them, these are obstructions. Yo, discard your thirst for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your thirst for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. I said grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Now whatever this is that I am, it is flesh, a little spirit, and intelligence. Now throw away your books. Stop letting yourself be distracted. That is bad. Instead, as if you were dying right now, disguise your flesh, a mess of blood, pieces of bone, a woven tangle of nerves, veins and arteries. Yeah, consider what the spirit is, and never the same air, just vomited out and gulped in again every instant. Finally, the intelligence. Now think of it this way: you were an old man. Stop allowing your mind to be a slave, to be jerked about by selfish impulses, to kick against fate and the present, to mistrust the future. What is divine is full of providence. Even chance is not divorced from nature, from the inweaving and infolding of things governed by providence. Everything proceeds from it. And then there is necessity and the needs of the whole world, of which you are a part. Whatever the nature of the whole does, and whatever serves to maintain it, is good for every part of nature. The world is maintained by change in the elements and in the things they compose. That should be enough for you. Treat it as an axiom. Treat it as an axiom. Discard your thirst for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. I said grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your thirst for books. Yeah, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your thirst for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Oh, waking up in the morning, baby. Oh, you get to have all day, hey, oh, what a glorious thing. Waking up in the morning, baby, oh, what a glorious thing. You get to have a whole. Discard your thirst for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Discard your thirst for books so you won't die in bitterness, but in cheerfulness and truth. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. Grateful to the gods from the bottom of your heart. You've been putting this up. How many extensions the gods gave you and you didn't use them? At some point you have to recognize what world it is that you belong to, what power rules it, and from what source you spring. There's a limit to the time assigned to you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, then it will be gone, and it will never return. Yeah! Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 yeah. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself. When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself. The people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly. They're like this because they can't tell good from evil. I have seen the beauty of good and the ugliness of evil, and have recognized the wonder as nature related to my own. Yeah. Boom. Yeah, that's the anthem. Put your blessed hands up. MAC, make some noise for yourselves. Boom. Discipline gets things done. 139 hashtag. The pro gets to work. Yeah, yeah. God bless everyone who's been here tonight. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to shout out everyone who's a participant. I've got a thing in the back of YouTube. It says participants. If you are in the chat right now, make some noise, drop an emoji, something like that, and I'll give you a shout out. How about that for a deal? Everyone gets a shout out. You get 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 a shout out. Shout outs for everybody who drops an emoji in the chat. What sort of shoestring? There is a limit to the time assigned to you. If you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone. It will never return, never return. I said, oh, make it beautiful, make it beautiful, make it beautiful, make it beautiful. Yeah, 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 and it's really worthwhile. Hey, it's really hard to make something beautiful. And it's really worthwhile. Yeah, what up, Alex Poley? What up, Biological Bootloader? What up, Chris? What up, D-Man? What up, Defcon 25 Blades? What up, Flag Hair Films? Hey, what up, Fool Killer 3644? What up, Fuzzy Cheese M? Let's crack it. Yeah, what up, Jaguar Keeper? Martin Potter 21, Nick Mayoga, and Nightbot. Someone just messed up the order. Nightbot, R.D. Owens, Roberto Sanchez, Sativa Skunk and Savage Chill, Sensi Beats, and the Spicy Shoe Guy, and the Fly, and the Child, and where's the second? An unpronounceable beautiful hieroglyph, an RTS, and 139 hashtag, and Alex Foley, and Altrock024, and Biological Bootloader, and Chris, and D-Man, and Defcon 25 Blades, and Flag Out Films, and Full Killer, and Fuzzy Cheese, and Jacob, and the Keeper, and Mighty Buster, and Nick Mayoga, Audio, and Gilberto Sanchez, Ryan Waddles, Sativa Skunk, Savage Chill, Sensi Beat, Spicy Shoe Guy, The Defy, The Tryout, where's the second? Unpronounceable Beautiful Hieroglyph 86, Maria Lizak, and of course, the one, the only, what a guy himself, YouTube hero Alex. By Joe! Make some noise for all of your Batman selves. Your old man's family, you are very, very wavy. Your old man's family, we got YouTube hero Alex with we, yeah. What a guy! What a time to be alive! What a beautiful dream! You all heard that album? Alan Watts and Akira at the Dawn. Dreams. Where he talks about the idea of God playing hide and seek with himself. I wonder what you would do if you had the power to dream any dream you wanted to. You'd end up right here where you are right now. That's the natural conclusion of that thought process. Kanye West said it so succinctly. Kanye West said, this is a God dream. This is everything. And that's real. So I pray today, brothers and sisters, that when we wake up, we remember this beautiful dream, this beautiful God dream. And we remember all of these beautiful experiences and all of these beautiful people. And we go find them out there on that next level up, that 5D level, you know? Because we're all there. Everyone's out there. It's different to here, but it's real. And I'll see you, baby. I'll see you when we get there. Because we gonna get there, baby. We gonna make it. 3, 2, 1. Bye. Bye. Yeah! Maverick says, time to get you some Bitcoin, Akira. Yo, there's a Bitcoin link in the thing below. You go meaningwave.com/donate. There's a Bitcoin thing there. God bless everyone. Thank you for being here. We'll be back tomorrow. Day 251. We'll be on Twitch in the morning at 7 a.m. We'll be here in the evening at 7 p.m. CT. We built this CT on rock and roll. We built this CT on meaning. Sweet dreams and God bless. Mwah.